What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another what it is. Okay, let me just tell y'all something. I'm mad. We just gonna get right into it. Ain't no pleasantries. And you know what? I hope y'all having a good week and a good day or whatever. I'm not gonna do that to y'all. I'm not gonna put that on y'all. But some of y'all are so bogus and thirsty as fuck. Okay, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. I wake up today fine, okay? And then I see somebody talking about power spoilers on the internet and things of that shit. And I'm sitting here like, I know somebody ain't spoiling power. I said, what is it with power that when it comes to either the episode before the finale or the finale episode that the thing has been getting leaked? This is like the second time in a row, second season in a row that something has been leaked from power like this that's really big. All I gotta say is, and I'm putting this in the forefront of this video, if I see a spoiler, mind you, I didn't already seen a spoiler that I don't know if it's 100% true, so I'm gonna hold off on it. People trying to put it in the comments. I'm on the shade room looking at a post about something else, and I go into the comments and they're talking about power and all these other spoilers. I'm sitting here like, what in the world? If I see it in my comments, if I see it on my social media anywhere, you retweet it on my timeline, you put it on my Facebook. If I scroll down and you put it on Facebook or whatever, and I can see it, you getting blocked, you getting reported as spam. Okay, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Like y'all don't have no kind of consideration for nobody else. That's like really messed up. But anyway, moving on from that, because I don't want this video to be too long. It really wasn't that much happening. Um, was one of the top news story is this whole boycott against Nike. So Colin Kaepernick is the face of the Nike 30 years of the Just Do It campaign. And you got Serena Williams, who was also a part of this campaign. And since Colin Kaepernick is the face of it now, you have, of course, a lot of white folks coming out and people who claims that he's being disrespectful to the flag because he kneeled. Of course, your president is not here for it. Plus, the NFL has a 10-year contract, I think, with Nike. But now, because Colin Kaepernick has brought these social injustice issues to the forefront, it is making them look at these things and, trying to be involved. Okay? Now the NFL want to put that statement out. I said, oh, okay. We'll see. But here's the thing. So you getting your feelings all over this. Of course, it's outrage. And yes, we seen that the stock has plummeted a bit. And at this point, people was like, I bet Nike didn't think this would happen. You really think, and I think Trump treated some stuff like that the fallout will happen if you're in a big company like this, like Nike is. You guys fail to realize that when they do these campaigns and stuff, they have people in there that's going to look at all types of sides and outcome of what it may happen. Okay? So therefore that means that hey, if we put Colin Kaepernick as the face, knowing all this controversy that's behind him and how people feel strongly on both sides of the fence, we are prepared for the fact that there may be fallout. We are prepared for the fact that people may pull out. We are prepared for the fact that, hey, our stocks may drop. We are prepared for it, and therefore we still going to do it, okay? Because you're not going to tell us what we can and can't do at this point. We are a big enough company that if this stuff happens, we will still be all right. And that is exactly, Nike is not going anywhere. You really think that y'all going to take down a big company like this? Nike, who's been around for years, okay, decades, who still is selling the Jordans, okay? As long as he's selling Jordans and stuff like that, Nike will be all right, okay? And go ahead, let the stocks fall so these prices can be slashed so we can go out there and buy up all the shit, bitch. I done already put some accessories and a couple pair of shoes on, order some already, okay? So what are you talking about? Nike is gonna be good, all right? And let me just put this out here once again for you conservative and for you people who, are so gung-ho of not listening. You getting your feelings because you feel as though Colin Kaepernick is disrespecting the flag. The flag. A flag which is a piece of cloth that has no feelings, that is not a person, that actually does nothing. Okay, it does nothing. All right, it's a symbol, but it does nothing. Okay, and you're basically saying that this means you're dissing the veterans, you're dissing people who go to war, you're dissing America and stuff like that. When we've told you time and time again that kneeling during the anthem has nothing to do with disrespecting the flag, nothing to do with disrespecting America, nothing to do with disrespecting veterans and anybody that's in the military, army, navy, or marines, any type of service that's to this country. It has absolutely nothing to do with that. It is to protest social injustice that goes on in mostly minority, aka black and brown neighborhood, and mostly black. Okay, that is what is protesting. Okay, and it's bringing awareness to it. All right, and it just goes to show that if you feel as though this is such a bad thing, it makes me wonder, and it shows that you don't fuck around with black folks. You don't care for minorities. And that just shows your true racist colors, if that's what it is, okay? You know, you out here cutting up Nike stuff and you're burning the materials and stuff like that as your form of boycott. Okay, but you already brought the stuff. So Nike already has the money. So what does that do? Okay, boycotting means you're not finna support them no more, meaning you're not gonna buy anything else. 9 out of 10, you weren't finna buy nothing else in a while anyway, so shut up. Shut up and just let us live. Like, this racism stuff gotta stop, okay? This indirect and direct and this subtle and not subtle racism has got to stop, okay? And don't say that you're not, because what you're doing is truly is, okay? I just seen a quote where it said, y'all boycotted Nike over giving a black man a platform, but y'all won't boycott the Catholic Church who out here fucking around with the kids. All right. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Power to Colin. So congratulations to Serena. You know, we gotta do what we gotta do out here. Another thing that I want to talk about, since we finna go there, okay? Geoffrey Owens. Is it Jeffrey or Godfrey? Jeffrey with the G. We gonna call him Elvin from Cosby Show. Give that man respect. So it was this couple, and I think the one of the couple worked at the store, Trader Joe, as security or whatever. And the wife came in, whatever, saw that Jeffrey was in the line. I think he was working as a cashier or something like that at Trader Joe's. Okay. And, she snapped the picture and she put it on social media. And this picture then went viral, and it was like these smaller blogs was trying to basically shame him for working at Trader Joe's and being after he'd been on the Cosby Show. Do you understand how long ago the Cosby Show was? The Cosby Show was over 30 years ago. Okay, and there, like he said in an interview, which I'm glad he did come out, but he didn't have to come out and defend himself because people are so cruel, and I'm so glad that people who took this story to try to shame him for actually working for a living legally to make ends meet, and no matter where he was working, more people came out in defense of him, and that's what we need. That is what we need more so in this world. We need people to come together and call out the messed up stuff that goes on. How dare you try to shame this man because he is actually working a legal job, getting a paycheck? So what if he's not acting? Not everybody that's been on a sitcom, that's been in a movie early on in their career, are going to have steady pay, are going to have steady gigs, okay? It does not happen all the time, especially these child actors and these young adult actors. It don't happen all the time. Sometimes that stuff does not equate and go on to be an adult star or whatever. It don't happen all the time. So therefore, what did you expect them to do? You expect them to just sit on out and sit around and let somebody else take care of them, or not fend for themselves and just let themselves become homeless and all this stuff? No, they did what they had to do. Become adults and take jobs elsewhere. No matter how small, no matter how minimal, no matter what, they took a job. And that is exactly what he did. He took a job to help provide for his family. Not only was he also an actor, he also teaches. But since he said the stuff is not, adding up to make enough money, whatever. He went and got this job and he was only working there for 15 months. You dumb itch. Put this thing out there and try to make it seem as if you need some pity party for yourself because people were calling you name and harassing you and doing all this stuff, making fun of your name and, being bullies and all this stuff, being terrible to you, and you were not expecting the backlash to be this bad or whatever. When you actually said to yourself, Miss Karma, that you took the picture and you shipped it off to various celebrity sites, so you knew what you were doing. When people take pictures of other people in their places of work and places of, I guess you would say, despair or what you're not used to seeing them as, and then you ship them off to other celebrity sites or whatever, most of the time these celebrity sites are the sites that make fun of these people, okay? And that gives us, these people who get on these YouTube channels or whatever, to talk about it, and then let people judge them, okay? But see, what you thought people was going to get a kiki out of it, and that didn't happen, okay? We came back for that because nobody is entitled to work or stay in a certain place at, a certain level, okay? Sometimes we stay up and sometimes we falter, okay? But that man is still on his feet. We don't hear nothing about him being in the news, being bankrupt. We don't hear nothing about him being on those street corners begging for this. We don't hear nothing about him going to drugs and alcohol and all that stuff. But you want to shame this man because he's out here working a legitimate job. A job that he had to quit because he was getting too much attention now. A job that he was working for 15 months unnoticed and just minding his business. I'm pretty sure it was many other people who knew who he was, but they just let that stuff fly because he is working. He's a working individual. But you have to take it upon yourself and post this and send it to multiple blog sites just so you can get a little bit of attention because you wanted your little 15 minutes of fame. And baby, you got your 15 minutes of fame and it ain't nothing that you thought it would be, okay? That's what you have to think about before y'all be snapping these pictures of people. And I got to do that to myself, okay? Because I got to call myself out on that. We talk about people. We talk about people. So no one is exempt. Okay, I'm talking to myself as well. We got to stop doing that BS. You know what I'm saying? Call myself to the carpet. It is what it is. And shout out to, you can kind of say that it was a blessing in disguise of what she did because not only did it bring more attention to him in a negative way, it also brought attention to him in a positive way. And you saw people in his corners and you seen that he probably got a whole bunch of acting offers. And we know for sure that he got an acting offer from Tyler Perry, who has some new show or something that he's working on coming up. And so therefore he said he got a role for him if he needed, and I think he took it. And that's what's up. That's what's up. Okay. But we need to stop that. We really need to stop that shaming people because they're working legitimate jobs, because it's not the job that you think they should be working at. I don't care if you work at McDonald's, as long as you out here legitimately providing for your family in some way and you're not doing it illegally, you do what you have to do, okay? You don't even be ashamed of that. Keep your head up on that point. Moving on from that, this whole child support saga, the next couple of stories about child support sagas and mess that's going on. Chris Brown and Nina Guzman or whatever, Guzman, this whole thing about her wanting more child support and wanting $250,000 in back child support. I think she wanted like 20, was it 21 or 30,000 that she want now more a month for this little girl who's, we think that's always in Chris Brown's care or whatever. It's just, I get that, especially these days, and especially if you're an entertainer, child support system goes by what you can afford, what the person is making, okay? And that's why we see a lot of these entertainers with these big amount of child support because they're making certain things, and so they're taking a percentage of what they're making. And my thing is, when they put out there that they spent $3,000 for this, for apartment, $3,500 for food, and she's only making $400 a month from her online boutique or whatever boutique it is. And I'm like, that don't even add up. So basically you want more money, and this is why it comes with the the debate about whether or not she should get it. or she should get herself a job, because nowhere did it say that she had an actual job. Okay, and it makes it seem as though she's trying to live off of this child support, and it's not going all the way to little royalty. Okay, and that's where the debate come in about the child support system, and whether women or men be out here trying to play the system and things of that such. I honestly don't feel like she need all that money, because whatever that little girl wants, I'm pretty sure Chris gets and makes sure that his daughter is taken care of, well taken care of, probably above and beyond than what we already see with our own eye. Okay, but I feel like she being a little bit greedy. That's what I feel like. I really do. You need $30,000 or 20-some thousand dollars for a little girl, for one child. Now I can see if Chris did knocked her up a couple of times, okay, and you got 2, 3 kids and you asking for that big amount, then that'll make sense. But no, you don't need all of that. And especially not from what he's giving out his own pocket too, in conjunction to that child support. No, I'm not buying that stuff. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Then we got this whole thing with Matt Barnes and Gloria Govan. The never ending saga of their mess, okay? We remember when Derek Fisher got into that car crash, and they're saying that now the reason why he crashed was because Gloria was giving him fellatio in the car, and that was the reason. Then we hear that Gloria got arrested for going to pick up the kids. I guess it wasn't her day or something that was going on. It was child endangerment claims that they put against her. That's what she got arrested for. Now Matt Barnes is trying to get a restraining order against her and trying to get full custody of their twin boys. And I'm just sitting here like, the Govan sisters, their whole life is just a mess. A mess. That's what it is. Like, it's full of drama. If Gloria ain't in the news, Laura is in the news. If Laura ain't in the news, it's Gloria. And we seen Laura go through her thing with Gilbert Arenas, and now it's Gloria's turn. It's just a mess. Y'all need to get that mess together, because the kids are seeing this. Those boys gonna be old enough and probably old enough to know how to work the internet and to see the drama that's going on between all of y'all. And it is not a good example. Okay, this back and forth, you don't know if it's gonna make these boys not trust women, not gonna make these boys like their father, or anything. Like, you just don't know, and that's not the impression that you want to put on kids like that. Okay, you're not the only one that's gonna get affected. The kids get affected in this stuff as well. But moving on from that, shout out to Tracy Ellis Ross. She's hosting this year's American Music Awards again. She hosted last year, I believe. When she did that was cute. That was cute when she did the little dedication to her mom. That was cute. I will say that. Will y'all be tuning in? Probably won't be reviewing it, because why? But yeah, I'll probably tune in just to see what it's about. But it is what it is. Kanye West, he apologizes to Drake in a series of tweets. Okay, basically owning up to some parts of, the song that they were supposed to do, him releasing it when he wasn't supposed to, and they was in the process of building a friendship, and then he just messed it up. And when it came to the beat thing, he said he should have kind of shut that down with Pusha. He didn't even hear the other diss songs from either sides come out. He did not tell Pusha T about his child, and Pusha T came out and confirmed that too. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I'm done with Kanye. Like, I'm done with Kanye. So, it is what it is. I will say it is a good look for the most part. I ain't going to be cold-hearted like that and say F him. But it is a good look that he came out and he apologized. I don't care what the motive is, but he apologized for his part in the whole thing. So, I can't hate on that. What else is going on? So we got this whole thing with Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly, first of all, I've heard some of his stuff. I do like him for the most part. First thing, I haven't heard from him in a while. Okay. Then all of a sudden, MGK is beefing with G-Eazy. And he's talking about how he slept with G-Eazy's ex-girlfriend and all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't listen to G-Eazy, so I don't know. And I'm just sitting here trying to figure out what was going on. And I just said, you know what? That ain't even my territory, so let me just away from it. Then we seen that Eminem had released an album, I think on last week, and I haven't listened to it yet. But from what I'm hearing, he's just going in on everybody. Okay, and he did throw a little diss apparently at Machine Gun Kelly. Mind you, I did not know that they had beef. Okay, I didn't know they had beef like that. And Machine Gun Kelly did a 4-minute video slash song, this song back at Marshall Mathers. And I was just sitting here like, mm, okay. I mean, one line that did stuck out to me in the little beat on the little diss song was when he said, "You're named after the candy. I'm named after a gangster." I said, "Well, Eminem," and I'm sitting here like, why y'all do this? Eminem, this is a man that literally gave two fucks about his own mother. You know, he dissed his own mother, like his baby mama too, and all that. Like he just, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really, and I'm gonna be quite honest. This whole thing is not. I'm, I'm not even hyped about it because at the end of the day, I don't know when was the last time I was really hyped to listen to something from Eminem. And I'm going to be 100% honest. I've never listened to a whole Eminem album. But the singles that he had put out from the beginning of his, time in the rap game and being mainstream and stuff like that, I've liked, for the most part. But it never moved me to actually go listen to his whole album. But I know that he can be vicious with his stuff, you know. And I'm talking about his words and coming at people and things of that matter. But as of late, nothing has driven me to want to listen to an Eminem album, like to even want to go back and listen to any of his albums. I mean, I'm going to give Kamikaze a listen just to see what's going on and where this all stems from. But I think at this point in time, like, everybody needs to grow up. Everybody needs to just grow up and let go and let God, Jesus. Can we all just get along? Obviously, we can't. And then Joe Budden got involved because I guess some discs were thrown in his way. He basically said M ain't been rapping about nothing, for the past decade, and he can out rap Eminem. And I was just like, I mean, I guess do what you got to do. But y'all tell me y'all opinion on that whole beef. Eminem versus everybody, okay? Who y'all got? You understand where Joe coming from? Do you see it from Machine Gun Kelly? Are you on Eminem's side? Which one is it? Okay, tell me in the comments exactly how this shit started. Okay, because I'm confused. I'm confused. All right. So, um, Peter Gunz is about to get married. I don't know, we haven't heard about Peter Gunz in a while, but apparently they got some love and hip hop drama going on for people that ain't even finna be on the show no more. Okay, I don't know if they trying to get back on the show, so they making up some juicy drama, whatever. But basically, him and Amina Butterfly been going back and forth. At first she was saying how he never came over to the girl's birthday, the baby's birthday, or something like that. He don't see the kids and all this stuff, and then the latest drama is she wants a divorce. He hasn't even signed the papers and sent them out, but he's in the process of trying to marry a young girl, like a young girl. I said, first of all, here's my thing with Peter Gunz. And everybody that gets with him and on a serious tip, you're stupid as heck. And I feel like I know that we say that there is somebody out there for everybody and we all deserve love and everyone deserves to be with somebody that's going to cherish them, love them, and all that stuff. But when you have a track record of going through women after women, woman after woman after woman, and then getting them pregnant and you still cheating on them, you can't be faithful. Sometimes it's just best to just stay single and just to have some playthings on the side. Nothing serious or whatever, so that you won't have to get caught up, and make sure that you use condoms and other contraceptives for protection. Okay, so that you won't get no diseases and you won't impregnate somebody else. Because this man has kids after kids after kids after kids, and it's like, what money do you have since your money goes to all those kids? How can you provide, okay, for those kids continuously and a new wife, okay, and then pay for legal fees and all that stuff? It's a whole lot that go into this stuff, and I just don't see it. how anybody would want to find that attractive and be a part of that saga. I just don't want to. That parallelogram gotta go. Okay, it was a lot when we was looking at it on Love and Hip Hop, and I guess it's still a lot now. As long as we ain't got Tara coming out here talking about something, she's still there for the kids. Okay, girl, no. Moving on from that, the last thing that I want to talk about and touch on is what happened at Aretha Franklin's funeral. So when the funeral was over with, and I remember telling y'all that I did not see it from the very beginning. I had missed the first couple of hours, but I seen everything else, and I did go back, and I saw when the Clark sisters sang down, and then you had Ariana Grande who was just up there. I didn't like the bishop. I think he was a bishop or whatever. The man who was the over the whole funeral. He said, the Taco Bell joke. That was no that it just wasn't in good taste. And then to see him groping her under boob and just playing with her boob, just doing all that, and people was on the internet trying to defend this, saying, oh, well, you never been to a black church, this is how they are, they're extra friendly or whatever. It's one thing to hold on tight to a person and to be all friendly with them like that and give them hugs and stuff and just hold on to them. It's another thing to grope a person and to have your fingers going like this on the side of their boob. Okay, that is two different things. That is assault. Okay, if you ask me. All right, we are in this Me Too movement, and you have to be careful with what you do. And he trying to apologize for it. He didn't know that he was doing this and doing that. Your wife standing right there. It's just like whatever. And then with this Pastor Williams, who came out and did that stupid eulogy, which is supposed to be about Aretha. It's supposed to be uplifting Aretha and her family. And just giving encouragement and saying good things about the person, but you turned it around and you start speaking about other things that had no dealings with Aretha, and then you're basically saying that no black man, no black woman can raise a black man to be a man, okay, and basically, putting down single black women who have raised successful, decent, good, great black men out there, okay, and saying black lives don't matter and all this other stuff. You know, it wasn't the right place, it wasn't the right time, and it was the 100% wrong message, okay? And he doubled down on what he said. He did not apologize for it, even when the family came out and said that it was distasteful and they were disappointed and disgusted by the whole thing. All right. And I just feel like he's old, he's stuck in his ways, and he ain't gonna budge. So it is what it is with that. And I just if we can do a redo, they need to get somebody else to do it, okay? But I feel bad for the family who had to sit there and listen to that. Just like we had to listen to it, they had to listen to it, and it hits them home. It hits them harder because that was their family member that is up there in that casket, and this is the homegoing eulogy that she gets. It's not what she deserved, okay? But y'all tell me how y'all felt about those two things. um anyway, what else is out? Okay, what is out in the theaters? What movies y'all going to see? I want to go see The Nun. Okay, I want to go see The Nun. I might go see Peppermint. Jennifer Garner ain't been out on TV in a movie in a minute, but I really want to go see The Nun. But anything else that's been going on, if you watch Ozark on Netflix, season 2 is out. I have not watched it yet. I will watch it at work this week. Starting tomorrow, I will be watching it, okay, because I need something to preoccupy my time. Um, what else is going on? Any music that we listening to, put it down in the comments, because I need to refresh myself. And yes, y'all put y'all, baby, let me tell y'all this. That Bobby Brown movie, woo! It got everybody stumped on that Janet Jackson thing. Janet, girl, you like them nasty boys, huh? And I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by the whole thing, especially with all the stuff that's been coming out. The interview with him and Donnie Simpson talking about how he liked Janet and all this stuff, and the magazine articles, and oh, it's just a lot. It's like, girl. Janet, what you got to say, okay? Because I'm waiting. I'm waiting, girl. But anyway, congratulations to everybody. If you start in school this week, congratulations on your first week and your first days and all the stuff at school. Just keep your head up. It'll be over soon. You know, make sure you pay attention. Make sure you got everything that you need, okay, on point. My little sister started school last week, and that little girl had already got, like, they call it LaSalle's, okay? But she had already, detention. She had to stay after school for the first 2 days. The second and the third day, I should say, of school. I said, God damn, already? Already? Because you're not paying attention. But anyway, y'all be good. And if it's your birthday, happy birthday. You know, happy belated birthday to Beyonce, okay? And yeah, I will see you guys later, okay? Y'all enjoy the week. Enjoy the rest of this weather. Pray for everyone down in the Gulf, okay? Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, anybody that's being affected by the weather that's coming through. I know it's been raining so hard down there in Texas. You know, just pray for all of them that no hurricane, if a hurricane do come, the levees are strong enough, and you know, the most that people get is a little bit of flooding. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, send your prayers out to them. And I will see y'all later, okay? Peace.